Just making sure we are live. And here we are. Hello, cats and kittens. Mama Cat Gamer here. We are in the A Realm-Reborn patch series of quests on our way to Heavensward. I'm hoping we make it today. I'm really excited about finishing up. We're gonna have some really dramatic moments coming up. I just know it, and they're fantastic. So I'm hoping to get him to enjoy them along with me. I just finished Garuda and Titan in hard mode. I had to do those in order to advance the patch quests. So I'll have that uploaded probably in a few weeks, actually. Let's talk to Urianger. Oh, he's got two of them for us. Primal Awakening. Urianger would speak with you regarding the unidentified primal. When the Cenary moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had roused. The port... Let me try that again. When the Cenary moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had roused. The portents gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. Your guess is as good as mine at what a Cenary moon is. I'll have to go look that one up. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, 'twas observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, and if thou art willing to proffer it, lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldst assist her howsoever thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt, for a certainty, find her visage strikingly familiar. Oh, now I haven't done these in a while, so we'll see who that is. Urianger beseeches your aid in solving the resurgent mystery of the primals. It is decided. The stance of the scions must evolve from shifting sand to unyielding stone. My place, however, is here in the land of unending tragedy. Ere must I remain until the true nature of the primals is revealed unto me. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Yet even possessed of this hoard of knowledge, I cannot purchase all the keys to the confounding doors that bar my passage. Thus must I presume to unsheath the, quote, blade born of light, unquote. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barriers, and doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. For the adder's nest is astir, hissing with the news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What lieth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now to the Adder's Nest. High Serpent Commander Ulwa will have such details as thou needest to proceed. I shall await thee at the Waking Sands and pray for thy success. So basically what he's saying is, Garuda's going to be a problem again. We need to take care of her. Go talk to Ulwa. So, trust Urianger to say in 15,000 words of Shakespearean English that which can be said in about 3. I don't know if there's anything else in here. I don't think there is. Nope. Totally empty. All right, let's go to the Adder's Nest. Wanted to make sure there weren't any other trials that I had to get done in order to advance the patch quest lines. And I got the mystery individual at Wineport. And I think we'll be all set. I think. I'm gonna eat another egg. Ah, Gav of the Scions. Might I deduce from your stern expression that you have heard this disturbing news? I, Garuda, returns once more to plague our nightmares. I fear this incarnation of the lady is more tempestuous than aught we have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to face this roiling storm, then I will brief you on what must be done. Of course, we're going to face this roiling storm. Gale Force Warning. That's a reference to something. I can't remember what it is. Commander of Vorsail, Ulwa wishes to send you against the latest incarnation of Garuda. We first learned of Garuda's return when the Primal fell upon the Blue Badgers as they sought to construct a new watchspire. The devastation was absolute. According to the report of the one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with but a gesture of her taloned hand. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers and scattering their broken bodies like dolls. By all accounts, it appears the Lady of the Vortex has grown stronger with this summoning. She must be stopped before the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. But as you might imagine, the Ixal, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops on every front. I have not the soldiers to spare for a primal hunting expedition. Thus, I sent word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope for freeing Gridania of this rampaging fiend. I ask that you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Ixali lands, wouldn't you agree? Though I imagine the Birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystal, the Beastman Aetheryte found within Nadalin remains the surest means of entry. May the 12 strengthen your arm, Gav. Alright, we gotta reattune to that Aetheryte, but that's in Nadalin, and that's closer to Mordona, so I'm gonna go do the... I'm gonna go to Wineport first. I could probably, like, go to Limsa and then take a ferry over to Costa del Sol and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like doing that. Alize! Oh, how cool is that? We haven't seen her in, like, what? 900 quests? Oh. Jakey's gonna come for a visit. Come on. You gonna come by? Elise says, "It's been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alfino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met." Well, come on. Come on. I know you want to come up. In the middle of the conversation. All right. I'll start that over again. "It has been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother, Alfino, took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Elise Levailleur, I thank you for coming. I've heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand the Black Wolf is slain and his ultima weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamud's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius van Belsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the return to primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from the deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations, and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to the one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed and he vanished, together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Gav. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and the Scions. Okay, I am in your debt. You are a man of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private Chibroka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Gav. All right. Does she have anything else for us? As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the caverns I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Okay. This is Primal Awakening. You arrive at Wineport to find Alfino's twin sister, Alize, who has been conspicuous by her absence throughout your struggles thus far. She reveals to you that Castrum Occidens straddles a cavern formed in the wake of the calamity and expresses her desire to probe its uncharted depths. fight your way through the Imperial stronghold and seek a path down into the darkness. Well, we are going to leave that for another day. I think you may have had one too many sips, she says. They're sleeping. All right. We got to reattune to the Aetheryte and Nadalin, so let's go up to Camp Dragonhead. This is almost like my house today, you know? Blizzard going on. It's like snowing like crazy here. Ooh. That's an interesting turn of events there. Alright, now we got good intentions. Let's get back to Mordona. Let's go see what our science have to say to us. Let's see, Papalimo. I do not fault Sir Emmerich for being less than forthcoming with his beliefs. Not even the Highborn are beyond the reach of the Inquisition. Oh, well, alright. He was less than forthcoming with us. Y'shtola, true, young leaders can be more amenable to new ideas. Then again, their lack of experience and influence can hinder their ability to enact reforms. That is true. You can have, it's like in real life. It's easier if you're experienced at whatever it is you're doing, and you're able to make reforms when you have more clout, basically. But you know, younger people are always bringing new things to the table, and so it's always good to hear new ideas, and you know, you never know when somebody's going to come up with something fantastic. Tataru says, there's little fortune and far less fame in being a receptionist, but one must be realistic. Also, it would seem that I was grossly misinformed regarding the average earnings of a street performer. Oh, hubby says. All right. Hubby was letting me know something. So last we saw, she was like juggling and wanting to be a street performer, and everybody else was going, yeah, don't quit your day job. Ryo. A lot of new faces have come in from all over to join the Crystal Braves. We're glad for the help, of course, but it's still a right pain in the arse training them up. You know, yeah. Training anyone new to any position is a challenge. Forgive me, Gav. I thought I had prepared enough meals for everyone, but the others were most hungry. Yeah, well, see, like the last time we talked to her, she said she would have a hot meal waiting for us. And now she's saying, sorry, we're sold out. You didn't save me a plate. Higiri, our stocks of wine have nearly run dry. That's Charlie and Scholars drinking us out of house and home. Calm yourself, Coltene. It's just a little ship after practice. Clears out the cobwebs. No end. A sip before practice, a sip after practice, and all too often a sip during practice. I do believe Moonbrita is having quite the bad influence on you. Ida, what you two do is your own business. Don't say I didn't warn you. Brita, trying to tumble the table now, are we? Don't give up yet, boy. Ida, line him up. Hey, I just gotta say, you're pretty, you're all right. Trying to bang the table now, you know, don't give up yet. Oh my god, Moonbrita's hilarious. All right, Minfilia. She is considering which of her many responsibilities demands her utmost attention. I am most eager to address the Ascian threat. However, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. We both know full well that Saint Shiva will not be the last primal we face, and our relationship with Ishgard is still tenuous at best. To think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. More like had them thrown on you. Alfino says, lest you forget, Antecedent, the Scions need not shoulder the burden alone. We're not the Crystal Braves established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems. However, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn. Gav, in particular, is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves. Minfilia says, to what do we owe the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'dah? Alfino, as expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of their highest-ranking officers was a Garlean agent. Suffice it to say, Teleji Adeleji and his monetarist ilk have wasted no time in attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Rauban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Braves to offer what support they can. If I am to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I can't afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so for the foreseeable future, I think it would be for the best if I were to remain in Ul'dah, unless you have an objection? Minfilia says, none whatsoever. We have matters here well in hand. Alphino says, Moonbreeda's research is proceeding as planned. So she tells me, though I am not familiar with the details. Urianger is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. She's ever the optimist, isn't she? Gav. Minfilia continues, Gav, while we focus on that task, mayhap you could assist Alphino and his brave with theirs? It would do much to restore faith in the immortal flames if the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf. Never forget that your esteemed status allows you to act in ways that those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Alphino, not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Ryle's latest report. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. Minfilia says, if there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion. Sending Gav to deliver the message. That's the usual fashion. God forbid we ever use our link pearls to, contact each other. While we focus on resolving the Ascian threat, pray devote your energies to assisting Alphino and the Crystal Braves. Oh, they moved around. They probably have something new to say. Tataru. Hello, Gav. Are you sleeping well? You must be absolutely exhausted from saving the realm on a daily basis. Oh, no, Tataru. It's good. It's good. Flamine says, ever since Moonbreeda arrived, the Rising Stones has been buzzing with excited energy. I must admit, her enthusiasm is rather contagious. I thought she was going to go chill out with Urianger at Waking Sands, but I guess not. Higiri says, I am unfamiliar with the dishes of the lands to the north. Perhaps once Moonbreeda has concluded her current research, she might deign to share with me her culinary knowledge. Papalimo. Moonbreeda has charged us with acquiring some rather esoteric manuscripts, and I'm afraid the task is proving to be nigh impossible. Ishula says, when the City of Learning was abandoned, a great many tomes were scattered and lost. How smoothly our research might proceed were we able to peruse the archives of yesteryear. There's a lot to be said for reading, the wisdom of people who've come before us. Moonbreeda. These two have been telling me stories about the corrupted crystal formations that appeared following the calamity. I'll need more data before I can draw a conclusion, but I'm intrigued by the potential of their untapped energy. Kultane says, Hori and I were in eastern Thanalan when the colossal shards of Dalamud pierced the ground. We stood witness to the subsequent explosion of ether and watched dumbfounded as the swirling energy solidified into those twisted crystal structures that we now know so well. Hori Boulder. We were but stripling adventurers the night we saw fire rain from the sky and a pillar of light scorch the heavens. What a sight that was, eh, Kultane? Ida says, we needed needed a rare ore to modify the white orisite, and Thancred solved the problem using only his link pearl. I mean, it's great and everything, but where's the fun in that? Thancred made a phone call and fixed the problem immediately. One phone call, he had it solved. When one is in need of precious commodities, it helps to have friends in the right places. Fortunately, I'm well acquainted with the charming daughter of a successful Ul'dan import merchant. I bet you are. On many levels. Is everything in order, Gav? Are you ready to attend us? Yeah, now that I've talked to everybody else. Pleasure's eyes, Gav, says Ryle. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'dah, I take it? Alphino says, actually, I had another task in mind for him. If you would be so kind as to repeat your report for his benefit. Right then, says Ryle. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their ways into refugee hands a ways back. So happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near Highbridge. Alphino says, I doubt that this man would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have clients waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer for this transaction to remain secret. Ryle says, brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Gav, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that these clients have the same mischief in mind, but if you want to be sure, might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy? Alphino says, seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike at the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What say you, Gav? Sounds like a great idea. Then it is settled. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at Highbridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you will excuse me, I must leave for Ul'dah. I expect good tidings. Don't keep Captain Ilbert waiting for you too long, mate. He might have to start without you. Okay. Speak with Ilbert at Highbridge. Camp Drybone it is. All right, what does Ilbert have to say? Gav, my scouts have been keeping a close eye on the black marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that he has hired more than a few men to stand guard. Common thugs and no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. This is far beneath a man of your standing, and Commander Levailleur needn't have dispatched you hither. But powerful men ever had need of loyal, able-bodied friends? Having found one in you, it is only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation. Do I detect just a note of jealousy there? It's like, you didn't need to come. Little lordling sent you off here. Bait and switch. Ilbert is eager to bring the Black Marketeer and his clients to justice. Now then, we should make for the Burning Wall without delay and secure those weapons. The first unit will ensure that the clients do not escape. With me, Gav. It's flying over there. Gotta love allergies. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the sentry and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the Black Marketeer unawares. Once you've disposed of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? Then let us be off. Good luck, my friend. Yeah, let's go down there. I'm gonna summon my chocobo. Who goes there? An adventure? Damn fool, you should have never come here. You know. But wait, there's more. You know, I haven't checked to see if my companion has new skills lately. Probably do. No, no. Well, still 0. Wait for Ilbert outside the tunnel entrance. Okay. I don't understand. What's this all about? Girl. Like how that's the scared. As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. But before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result. How foolish of me to underestimate the bastard and to bring in an inexperienced recruit. Commander Leveilleur would be most disappointed. Damn it all, a golden opportunity wasted. As for the clients, though we know not how, they slip past our perimeter. At present, the first is currently tracking a party of dusk-white sellswords we suspect may be them. Would that we could have enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades. Alas, we're here to aid them. They're in no position to aid us. Well, at the very least, we have secured the weapons. Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicated a massive shipment, and this is anything but. Papa Cat Gamer just got home from work. Best laid schemes. Ilberd would like nothing more than to have this incident forgotten. I will join the first in their hunt for the dusk-white sellswords. If the gods are good, we will catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. In the meantime, I ask that you deliver these weapons to Ul'dah in my stead. Entrust them to the third's Yuhaze. He will take care of the rest. Okay, see if Ilberd has anything else to say. Pray, take the Black Marketeer's weapons in that crate, deliver them to Ul'dah. Seek out Yuhaze of the 3rd Unit on the steps of Thal. Deliver the crate into his care. Let's see what it says. Confiscated crate. A wooden box filled with contraband. The fastest way to get there would be Weaver's Guild. Wilred? Did you hear, my friend? I've received my first official assignment as a full-fledged member of the Crystal Braves. Alian. Why, Gav, this is a surprise. Rish wished for me to thank you for helping us to rescue her from Castrum's sentry. How fortunate that we could meet again so soon. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend to the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance in Kurthus. Now, what brings you to us this day? This confiscated crate. A gift of weapons from a certain Black Marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilberd, you say? Understood. Once we've cataloged the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames. This cannot be everything, right? Ryle stated with confidence that there would be a far greater quantity of weapons. Yuhaze says, a blatant falsehood. Clearly Ryle is unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'dah merchants, who have ever strived to present themselves as greater than they are. We should be thankful that his information was not completely erroneous, and that we managed to achieve anything worth at all. Wilred says, it's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Garleans up north. Alian says, there will be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle. If you have no further need of us, then I shall take my unit to the cerulean processing plant. Time for the 4th to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Alian, for the freedom of all. All right. Oh, hey. Excellent work as always, my friend. Rest assured that the Immortal Flames will hear of your contribution. Until we meet again. Gav, a word if it please you. Not here. Look for me at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry. Now I gotta speak with Ryle. Gonna send my retainers out again. Hell again, Melon. Eorzean map table. That's actually a nice little item for an apartment. Or your house or whatever. Usually can buy apartments even if you can't buy a house, so. And it's kind of handy to have an apartment in each of the major city-states. Because then you can zone to your apartment. It's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Ryle. Thanks for indulging me request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed. I'll get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave no detail out. It's not quite how the first told it. These Duskwights they were chasing. Latest word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself? Not before the fighting started and not after? Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in me bones. I'm not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boast. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons. As if I've never deciphered a moneylender's books or had to follow a transaction back to its source. Did plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors. Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Forgive me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, best get back to it. Tataru. Gav, can you hear me? This is Tataru. Your presence is urgently requested at the Rising Stones. Please come and see me as soon as you are able. Okay. We're gonna go to the Rising Stones. But I have to go feed the family dinner first, so we will take a break for a little while. We will pick this up probably again in about an hour-ish, maybe an hour and a half. So come back and join us soon. I look forward to continuing the story. I'm hoping I really want to get to Heavensward tonight. It's such a cool thing. All right. Mama Cat Gamer has responsibilities besides gaming, and that includes feeding the family and making sure that things like dishes get done, all that jazz. So I will see y'all in a little while. Mama Cat Gamer is signing out for the moment.